Welcome to this all-important press conference, and thanks again for your effort in the fight against drugs in our country. Today, as usual, the press conference will be addressed by the Director General of the LDEA, the Honorable Abraham S. Kromah. So, welcome, and Director General, the media.
Thank you very much. I know we're becoming a little bit broken story now, because the reason why we have to come to the public glare today is that when we came on board here, we said we're going to be open, we're going to be transparent. We're going to make sure we enlighten you and inform you on all of our activities, because it is only through that exposure that you will actually get to know what it is, because the drug situation is a very serious problem. And so it is not the DEA fight alone. It is the fight of the Liberian people, and you being the representative and the watchdog of our society. We want you to catalog these discussion, these arrests, so that you're aware that we are basically trying to champion the cause of this fight. This fight is a great fight. It's a fight that we are prepared to face with all of our might, and we wanted to basically keep you alive. I'm a little excited today. I just came from the court. The indictment process has started. The guys that we've taken to court, including the likes of Mr. Japan, allied Obi, all are facing the grand jury indictment today. And this is a manifestation of our fight. This is to show that the fight of the Liberian people against drug barons, drug traffickers, is something that is serious. And so the fact that we have good guys at the Ministry of Justice and the Temple of Justice, and we have a guy who is heading the Criminal Court A in George Willis, who has been very methodical in ensuring that justice is put on serious, clear display. So we have had the opportunity to see the workings of justice firsthand. And but today also, one of the things that is prompting this on the eve of our visit to Dakar is to let our folks know that we've seen folks out all around the place trying to ensure that the fight is taken straight to the drug dealers and the drug traffickers. Today we found also disturbing the folks that came from the refugee camp of Bujumbura. They were very disappointed. The LRRC probably will take this discussion further than what it is. And our responsibility is to let the people know that our transparency has to go to whatever we see, we have to talk. I do not want you guys to be in any darkness. And what I will have you do at the end of all of these discussions, during the drug day that is coming very soon, you can catalog and compare all of what we've arrested to what we're going to put at the display of the public, so that you see transparency come to order. That's what we are. The last conference had to do with the exposure of people who are bent on trying to come and create issue with regards to the DEA fight. We exposed that fellow. I think he's with the police now. I don't know whatever they do to him there. But he's there, he's no longer. At least we reduce one person who is sleeping in bed with drug dealers. We've gotten that person out because it's a little embarrassing because he carried the same last name we carried, and we tried to use that. So the fact that we got to one, there'll be so many other that we will have to get to at some point in time. We get and because this is what happens when you have this kind of guy in your midst and people you got people in our midst who actually carry innuendos and gossip. So we wanted to make sure that it's clear that these guys are people who are bent on trying to be very trivial and try to demean and malign people's character. Be that as it may, today also is a very strong day because we found out now our enforcement tactics are taking us to video cultivating farms. Cultivation in marijuana is something that is high on our agenda. It's just that logistical support has been a very serious problem for us. And it's going to be a serious problem for a long time because of what budgetary allotment we heard has been allotted to us. It's not even going to take us 3 months into our fight. But we've had some commitment from the folks that we have here. We need to have enough intelligent money to get to people who are cultivating farms, who are coming out of Liberia, who are in Ivory Coast, Sierra Leone, Guinea, Ghana, all around the West African business, so as to bring those information. So before they can get here, we know them. And that's one of the reasons why our intelligent money was very important. We made a case to the legislature. We made a case to the Ministry of Finance first, then to the legislature. And I don't think those things were heard. Our appeal probably fell short of expectation. We're not too sure yet. We will make our request to them later on to see what it is. But Lofa County, we managed to, our intelligence, our agents in Lofa managed to discover the cultivation field in Lofa. We managed to obtain that information. We got in pretty much on the 24th and the 25th, the LDA officer in Lofa County arrested 2 persons with huge quantity of marijuana. On May 24th, Andrew Akwe, 32 years old, of the Loma tribe, was arrested with 6 bags of marijuana weighing 50 kilograms in Mawolo village, Lisco town. He was sent to court today. He was arrested. He's been sent out to court. The street value for the drugs is $2,637 United States dollars, or 560,340 Liberian dollars. That's the value of that drugs that were taken from the field. He has been sent to court today, and so this is just going to be our way in getting to most of the farms. We have intelligence giving us information of the farms in most cities. That's Lofa, that's Bone, that's Nimba. And so we are going after those farms. I'm sure by divulging this information, they can now plan the farm or plan off the farm today. Our guys are already there. We want the public to know that they are there. And another good excitement situation is that the citizens are becoming to hear our call, our cry with regards to all of the information that was passed during the county meet. So every county that played in the county meet, basically, and every citizen that went there, we've seen that what the drug does to you, what it is that we need, and all of the information are provided by our outreach people, community outreach people, going out there. The citizens themselves now start to arrest and identify these drug dealers. We have a kid that was arrested by the citizen, passed on to the DEA, and he's in our custody at this point in time. And it's out. Actually, the people from the Oro basically are now tired of these folks. I don't advise them to physically confront these guys, But I want them to come out with the information so that we go after these folks. Apparently, these people are tired now. They saw this kid who'd been selling the community, so basically decided to go after him, and then he was apprehended, and he passed on to the DA, and then we took the fight, taking the process into the court system. We probably will want to call the gender ministry to look at the age factor, and so that we can go to we have juvenile coaching, so we can follow with that. Okay, so then that's LOFA. Now we spoke about LOFA, the drugs that was seized from the farms. In Monrovia County, 36-year-old Nick Spilly was arrested within the Jamaica Roads community with 2.2 kilograms of marijuana, value at $31,730 Lebanon dollars, or $167.00. Basically, these are little amounts, but the persons involved in it is what basically we try to concentrate on, because the value might not be much for us, but the recidivist attitude of the person who's involved, we want to make sure that becomes the standing point, because once he's off the street, he's no longer going to be able to victimize our folks. He's no longer going to be passing these drugs to the folks that are considered now victims. And then so basically, his own situation has to do with the guys who basically we have a cooking gas, and today the custodian is not here to actually show up the cooking gas. Basically, he brought in the cooking gas. That's what they conceived the drugs in. The tank. It was dead in the tank, and basically, at the end of the process, we realized that he has done that so many times. He passed through so many means to getting this thing done. And the cooking gas was dismantled, and we saw the drugs from what of intelligence was provided to us as well. That's why intelligence is very important. We can't do this fight without intelligence. Intelligence that comes out for the citizen is something very vital to our fight, and we want you to please pass that on to the folks out there. And so I'll take you to our man from the Monrovia camp. That's the guy there, Rastafari. We stay session, by the way. We stay going through the baggage that was put up. We had asked the folks from this guy for huge drugs. Very huge drugs was brought in. And I'm sorry that we could not display the drugs today. The drugs actually came because it was in the drum, the tassel. Okay. That's this guy's drug? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Where's the lady? Yeah. So this is the guy, this is the refugee guy. I mean, not refugee, the returning. That's the returning guy. Okay. So basically, these guys are keep them. Yeah, so tell me that thing should have a glove on.
Yes, I do.
So I don't know why we're not wearing a glove. You wearing gloves to do these things.
Yes, sir. Bem, tchau. gotta wash my hands also.
You're not washing your hands, it's contaminating this stuff. That's what it is. It's not what you want. That's people that don't touch that. Don't get out of it. Don't take potato, you take potato out of it. The next time, before you go into that storage, you have to wrap gloves and the mask on.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so open it up with this thing. And the thing about the reason why I allow you to do that because the drugs there is in plastic.
Yes, sir.
So you're not going to be able to contaminate anything you find in it. Yeah, but next time you must have.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So basically, what we do have here, we have this is drugs that came from the. Where's the lady?
Yeah,
I feel a lady. You want me the lady wear to that girl shoe to wear?
she got to use it.
Yes.
Yes.
Where's the other lady? The lady that came from Ghana? Where's the Ghana lady? Where is the Ghana lady? The Nigerian guy and the lady.
Yes, come with you.
All right. Which one keep for you? Which one is that?
This.
It's yours. Okay. The one for the Rastafari. This is the Rastafari. This one that came in the conceived tassel bucket. This one was in a tassel bucket. And brand new tassel bucket. I don't know how you managed. Put the drugs in there and cover it and put it in your luggage to come from Ghana here. I know the told the men say we got the we got nobody. We didn't know that every Kromah was still here. That's what it is. But the likes of the DA people that we put up here, I thought people were off. We didn't take a day off, we're still here. Disturbing. That's one of the reasons why when they told us say that the refugees, the returnee were coming with dispatch, we were not invited by nobody. We just, by virtue of the statute that built us, we dispatched people to the border, and I instructed that once they are in the Liberian side of the border, everybody in there will be subjected to search and seizure. And basically, that's what it were. And this guy was full of. First, we arrested a Ghanaian guy who was grabbing his bucket. Where's the Ghanaian guy?
You're going to court.
You took him to court.
Yeah, you're going to court today.
So this is the bread. When this man came, he said we were hungry. Now we were trying to get his grant, or the grant is in there that will grant these things when we put them up in the stuff. I don't want to contaminate that. We don't have gloves to actually open it to touch it. So we leave that as it is. But this is where the granite was actually tidying to actually dispel those stuff in there. And this one was from the lady there. This is the eggnog here that comprised the grand couche to make up the hard substance that is in there. So there are another one called another eggnog right there. So at the end of the day, we managed to get all of this stuff. And so what we've done after this seizure now, the LRRC, I just got a call while I was here talking to you guys that they wanted us to send somebody along with them to start the engagement in Ghana. So I just asked my people to go to the LRRC, so they will underwrite the cost to get one of our people with them in Ghana. So the process of investigation will be done from Ghana, then whatever information they gather will come, we'll start to work on that information here when they are back in Liberia. All right, so basically it's just to let you know these things. These are very serious situations that we have. And today, y'all put the one shoes on. Where's the shoes? Where's the slipper?
She said she got soap on her feet.
She said what?
Soap on her feet.
She got soap on her feet.
On her feet.
Excuse me. Bring your shoes on.
Bring your slipper. These people have to be treated with a lot of dignity. The man in question is not an accused. He's not convicted, he has not gone to court. He has all of his human rights and human dignity. He has to be treated with that system. That's why when they come in, you treat them with that. You draw my passport?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Got it.
All right, let me see. I want to do my passport. So, gentlemen, to be honest with you, these are our folks, these are our suspects. And this is not the most exciting part. The exciting part is our investigator with our representative in the court and the county attorney are now putting up, the guys that we already sent there are going through the indictment process. They are going to be put through the court system and will try the evidence against them. The evidence, the way the evidence was collected, that is something that I'm proud of. All of the effort that we put that together, the evidence, oh my God. All right, so I passed it. So the evidence that was collected, the evidence was collected in a very professional manner, and I'm happy of the level of professionalism that the agent on the street has put up. We want to congratulate them, and our investigator have put a better case together with the effort of the county attorney, Mr. Swallow, and Mr. Ability, who's the prosecutor, assigned to the LDA. And our investigator here have done extremely well in getting these things done. And I'm so proud of the guys that I work with. They gave me, even though we have budgetary constraint here, but what we put out here, we will put a better situation than this if we have gotten the logistical support we have. Imagine, as we speak, the 112, the remnants of the 112, the little money we get for 112, we send it out for, there's nothing that has to do with, anyway, we can't pull all the things outside. But I tell you, it's a struggle that we have, and we are working through it. Basically, this is the egg nut is arrested from one of these ladies who's selling. What is she? What egg nut president? Where is that lady from Ghana's Bay today? I'm calling for. What are all the ladies? There was a lady, he came along with somebody, they took her from Ghana Bay. The two of you from Ghana Bay, right? Ghana Bay. Ghana Bay, very true. So this guy from Ghana Bay detail that was arrested with, what the drug were arrested with? Where is the drugs were arrested with? That's the one that is No. That's the one that the guy, the custodial guy.
In the warehouse.
That is in the custodial processing. The two guys, we have to test it today. It's a powder light. We brought a UNODC late the guy to come and test. And so they had to live in it. They did that thing without you contaminate their hand. No, that's good. I told them they don't go wear gloves, you keep walking around without.
So we have to stay on the testing.
So basically, these are what we have. And at the end of the day, these people will be processed through our court system. We are going to set deterrent. The deterrent is going to be, we'll use them as specific people that will serve as general deterrent for the rest of the folks out there. And apparently, and I can say this with a lot of certainty, that our first initial arrest of the guys in the Senior area set the basis for most of the deterrent effect they had. But now, most of the guys came back from hiding now. They thought that this was a vacation we're on. Now we're not. Even though we are broke, but the resolve in us is not going to allow them to go scot-free. They're not walking on the street like they did before. We're not going to do it. Because every one of us out here, we have our families who are affected. Every household in this country, we have somebody that can claim to be affected by drugs. And that's what is driving some of us. And our religious connection also have his own stand in whatever we do here. And maybe the drug dealers have not gotten that message. The fact that we expose people who come to contaminate this organization, maybe they've not gotten it, and I think they should get it. Because we will not leave any stone unturned to go after them at all level. Now, with these guys, where you say from? Nigeria, where from Nigeria from? Imo State. This guy is from Kromah, Liberia, right? Where you from? Where you from, man? Huh? Ghana Street. Where you from? Liberia County. How long you been in refugee camp? 10 years. Huh? 10 years. So 10 years, after 10 years, this is the way you come back home? With drugs in that bag? So 10 years in refugee camp. You learn no trade. You come in our home, then you bring this in inside the bag to come and infect our people. You know the level of treatment that have been infected by drugs here?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You Rastafari? Huh? Are you Rastafari? Or you just decided to do a hell of that? You just grew it. Okay. All right. We'll cut that thing off before you go to jail. Let me tell you. I'm gonna help you to cut it. Or what? You can get it kind of thing in Sunday prison there will not be for fun. But you want to cut it? Huh? No, we're not going to participate in that. I don't want to have rights. You can't abuse that. I just want to joke you. So, gentlemen, this is the people. This is the reason why we're here today. And then we have the strong opinion that we, as far as we concerned, we're on the right trajectory. Question?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll take 5 questions, please. Five.
It's a flomo. Yeah, let me go first. We have a couple of questions. I don't know where you want to limit it, but let's go.
5, please.
I hope you can take my 1 into 3 or 4.
No.
Abu Kromah, I must first thank you and your team for the level of work you people are doing. Since you did the landmark arrest in Syrian Town, you've not ceased. And by now, I'm still wondering why you stay complaining on money. You shouldn't be broke by now. You should be saving in serious money. But I'm sure that some way, somehow, support is going to come. Apart from the budgetary allotment from national government, for the level of work you've done, have you attracted extra support from partners, well-meaning partners of Liberia? That's one. And in addition to that, I heard you talk about sending a team to Ghana along with the LRRC. These people have returned. They were arrested on a Liberian soil. According to what you said, they should cross our borders. While they're on our soil, they can be investigated. Why go to Ghana? What extra information do you need about this brother or other people there? Just let me add a tail to that. Yeah. The tail to that is that you mentioned about the police officer who were here, Mr. Kromah. He was turned over to the police. I heard you say that the police can do whatever they want with him. This is drug issue. He was involved into drug business. Are you saying you're giving a matter with the police to deal with him? You're not going to indict him like you indicted other people? Thank you, sir.
All right. Let me address it. I know I will wait for it. But the issue with regards to the Ghana trade. Ghana basically we sending people to start because there are more returnees coming. There are more Liberians still coming. So we want to start an investigation there in Ghana. So while they are coming here, we can now see that we'll do a lot of collection, intelligent collection there. And so the returnee will know that we are bringing them with the understanding that they will have to abide by the rules and regulations behind it. They may not going to bring, like what they got, they can bring, how do you call it, soap, tar soap, butter, put drugs in and bring it back in. We start the investigation there in Ghana. The Ghanaians will allow us to do that. And then we bring them here. That's the reason why we're sending agent out there. Our chief of intelligence is going to be on our trip to go. So number one. Number two, the issue of Kromah Dumuya guy, he came to us and lied. He wanted to have close proximity, and he lied. He said he's left the police. He wants to come and join the DA, so as to be a drug agent because of his quest to help with the drug, the fight against drugs. All right, so the fact that he left the police in that kind of manner, and knowing him before, we were very skeptical in his coming. He hang around. Every time he comes, he goes, he come back, but not knowing his own time was to just get close proximity and use that as a means to get in touch with drug dealers and start to do this, manifest his aim. So he managed to get $21,000 for his game. In that process, he found his way he succeeded in getting that. But he could not find a way to come and entice anybody because he knows that nobody stands for that bullshit. So at the end of the day, we left in the court until it came to my attention. It came to my attention because the guys who gave the money to have the proximity, the contact, they could not get it. So they started to complain. Now they themselves, I'm looking for them, who were arrested one to the fact that they gave money to somebody to do that, that's something against the law. But that can be handled at different level. Because you must have prima facie, you must have FOC to do these things. But we can subject them to some inquiry, so that can be done at a different level. And then Kromah can be prosecuted. He is a policeman, according to what he said. And then we confirm that he's a policeman. So you can now go to, I know what the police will do to a guy like that. He probably will be looking for evidence to do some other stuff. We know the information, the fact that he confessed to us that he received money from somebody, that gave him the chance that he's trying to aid and abet. But Kromah is not off the hook, but let the police deal with him at that level. If they don't, we still have a case, we'll file our complaints, and we'll handle it at that level. All right, so that's what it is. Huh? The support, we've written, we've made ourselves available to several other support people. We've been promised that it's going to be helpful. We've gone to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We've got to some of the partners that's supposed to deal with drugs in their own situation, waiting for them to come. They will come eventually. When they have to go through all kind of investigation. Once they're done with those investigations as to how, when, who, when, then we wait to see that happen and we live up to that expectation. But until that happens, we want to continue to do what we have a statutory mandate to do.
Yeah, so as I'm watching the live, there are a lot of people commending you, and obviously we are all witnesses of what you've been doing since you took over. But there are some viewers who are calling on you to move into Johnsonville. How well do you know about the terrain, and why people are asking you to move into Johnsonville? It is a cartel there and people are dealing drugs?
Well, Johnsonville is a very huge community. It's a very large place. It's a whole town of a city. We are going to go to Johnsonville. Basically, it's a logistical situation that is facing us at this point. And you can tell the folks that are watching there, tell them, say, to watch out. Gradually, whatever little logistical support we get, we will get the guys in there. We'll send our intelligence officer to collect whatever intelligence we get, we'll go there. You will be surprised. It will be tactical, methodical, to the point where you will not have that, not have much of a time. They will not see us coming. Trust me. Tell the folks there, tell them, say, we man lives. They will not see us coming. We'll go to Johnsonville, we'll go to La Jaw, where the guy, folks, that's a 2-person diamond team. We're basically doing that. We just want to have some in-house logistical situation done. I'm making a trip just to know the news. I'm making a trip tomorrow to Dakar for this money laundering conference. Basically, once I'm back, we'll make some other partner visit to some other places around to go and ask folks to help us out. And basically, we're going to do that. And at the end of the day, I'm with a strong conviction that we will fight this battle, what come may, because we have a fundamental, a personal reason besides our national responsibility because we have family members who are affected. That's what is driven most of these guys. So we tell the folks that we'll get them very shortly.
Yes.
Honorable Musa.
Yes, I'm much more concerned with the welfare of your staff, those who are doing this job. As you have stated already, it's a very dangerous fight, and these people have to go run after drug dealers. What are you doing to ensure that their salaries are increased? What are you doing to ensure that everything they need is provided from the government?
When we made our budgetary allotment, we basically, in the Senate, in our confirmation hearing, we made this one clear, that we're working with an organization that is working along with volunteers to a larger extent. But to make it professional for us, we have to go to this way. We have to increase the salary people. People with fiduciary responsibility, they have to be included, so as to have the legitimate legal ingredient to do it. So we asked that we want to recruit, turn those volunteers into paid agents, so that they also have responsibility, fiduciary responsibility to do this work. We made a case to increase the budget to accommodate these folks. Apparently, I don't know yet. I don't want to believe that our craft fell on deaf ears for politicians who are running to protecting the folks out there. I don't think so. You guys are very smart politicians. They know that the issue of drugs is what this president ran on. And if you have to increase it, you will basically know that the folks that are fighting that particular thing will have to be accommodated in this budgetary budget. They did not show me how much was allotted yet, so I'm still waiting. I'm with a strong conviction that there will be some increment to accommodate these guys who have been volunteering, some of them for 8 years, 7 years. Some of them making as low as $100. Now, you can't go fight battle guys who have millions of dollars to go fight them with these bosses. I don't think so. I'm still baffled. I'm baffling. I'm still waiting that the Senate that I know, the House of Representatives that I know that represent the people, districts that are dying from drugs, that they will not include the guys who are the trailblazers, the front runner. For instance, I don't think so. So we're waiting to see. But I have made a suggestion. I've sent the budgetary allotment. My staff, myself, my deputies, and myself will send that suggestion out to the folks. We've seen it. We sent initially $26 million. We were very holistic, very bold, so that the people will see that we're building a new front towards the fight of drugs. We submitted that, but it was very ambitious budget. I was asked to reduce it because the level of envelope that we have based upon the economic situation that we found ourselves. I agree. So we constrained, we're very conservative now, we broke down the situation, we just what we had, and stay kept the issue that has to do with personnel tackle. At the end of the day, that was submitted. Whatever that comes out of that negotiation is not mean it's political situation. That's not me to do. But I've done my force. The guys in the LDA know very well that when we submitted, I didn't hide it, I shared with them. But I can't go to my Echo Bank account and take money there and come pay them. It's not going to happen anytime soon. I have a family to feed, so we're not going to do that. I mean, I can use my personal car for a minute to do this work to a large extent. I'm not proud to say that. But I can't go take my money from the bank and come and pay them. But they know exactly what I've got for them. So we get to them as soon as possible. When the envelopes are open, we see what was allotted. If they don't have it, then we'll continue to go the same path. It will be a very regretful situation to see that our draft towards this process will be seen the same way the CDC-led government left it. But we are waiting to see what happens. But we're not going to stop making these arrests if we have to go, we have the need. But the expansion that is required will have to be from a very political process that we're not privileged to.
General Brisbane, ELPC.
Yes, I'm concerned about these arrests, whether there's any additional particular about these suspects. We only heard that some of them from Downsville, West Point, in Nigeria, their name, their ages, when were they pick up. And a follow-up question on my colleagues concerning the police officer. Are you doing a follow-up on what the police are doing in case of investigation, or it just left with the police and will be time of all limit?
No. That's a very good question, Chief. What the police have done, I got contacted by the Chief of Intelligence of the LMP the other day. He wanted to know that to further that investigation in that, because there was a vehicle that Kromah guy had. The vehicle was left in Ganta. They wanted to make sure we called the vehicle to come. They wanted to see, to find out the chassis behind the vehicle and things like that. So that's the only time they contacted us. So we are not holding fast to the vehicle per se. And so we're going to make a follow-up to them when we're trying to get the vehicle to make the contact with them. And like you said, we're not going to leave it like that. We wait for them to come up with their own report. Again, it's a prima facie situation where you want to know exactly what the high evidence was. The information is there that this guy has been sleeping with drug dealers. He's been hanging out with drug dealers. To know that is for me, it's for us in the LNP to get away from him, far from him. But his action is punishable. Whether it is a violation of the drug law or not, we have to see that. We'll consult our lawyer to see what it is. But I know it has ethical indiscretion that the police can handle very well. Because I was there and I've seen exactly, I worked with Gregory Kromah before. I know what he has to do with police misconduct. So we'll see what happens.
Good day again. Okay, with that, I want to thank you for coming and please carry the message.
Okay, so Spoon TV live. We've been here at the Liberia Drugs Enforcement
By the way,
agency. So the director is still
they're going to
talking.
Newtown, like the book I had, and then we had an incident with a young guy. One of our officers, they arrested in arresting the suspect. The anger crowd came to attack the DA. And then in that quest, they had to fire in the air or something like that, and then discharge weapon. I think one of the rounds skinned one guy legs. And he went to the hospital. They were treated. Was he released or you said? He currently at JFK, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, he skinned his legs, so he's at the JFK then. And thank God his bone was not affected. Passed through his foot. It's something that the folks out there will have to understand that you can't go attacking the DA. This is the second time the DA has been attacked when we go to do these things. We just signed, we're going to finalizing the signature of a memorandum of understanding where we have the LMP back off while we fight, while we structure our drug enforcement units. The guys that were special drug squad. While we're trying to formulate that, the police, myself, signed a memorandum of understanding what will provide tactical support for us. And so we're working on that so as to avert the unfortunate situation we are today.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's all we have for now. We say thank you so much for watching. We've been here with the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency here in Fairmont, making arrests of 5 additional persons, and while others have been taken to court and being sent to the Monrovia Central Prison. So my name is Haji Masale. I say thanks so much for watching Spoon TV. As always, we are dishing out Liberia's best.